This was the most fun I've ever had on a moon prayer night. Everywhere I went, people were saying, "Welcome home," and there were friends at every turn. I only wish it could last long. Yes, you're right. The moon prayer blossoms.
Ooh, look! Look!
Moon prayer night.
The moon. It's so beautiful.
Happy Moon Prayer Night, dear.
Happy Moon Prayer Night.
Happy Moon Prayer Night.
Aww.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, looks like the time has come.
Columbina. You're heading off, then?
Yes, to the ruins you mentioned. And from there, back.
Wait! I know? At least...
Take one of our craft shop's crumb cookies up to the moon with you. You know, for a snack.
Sure.
The Curatorium of Secrets believes in proper farewells. No
Never.
Farewells are an important affair for the Ratniki, too. We never know.
Haha! And here I thought grand farewells wouldn't suit tonight's mood. But I suppose...
We made a little something. Ta-da!
What is it?
A Moon Prayer Night greeting card. With drawings by all of your friends.
You did mention that you'd like a portrait done, so I took the liberty of creating one for you.
I, meanwhile, did the portrait of Mr. Albedo. And Mr. Varka did the same for me.
I mean, I think my work was pretty true to life, don't you think?
The picture of Ashru was my doing. The two of you seem to get along rather well.
Wait, was I the only one who did a full-body picture? That's so embarrassing.
I did pictures of me and Anefa.
I did my own portrait and one for Hat Guy.
Plus, there's the two mages, Arlecchino and Sindrune. So, if you ever miss us, just flip the card open and we'll all be...
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much, everyone. This whole moon prayer night was... Lama! I figured it out. Remember how the Frost Moon Scions used to use milk as invisible ink to write hidden messages?
That was a very long time ago.
Yes. When I miss you all, I shall use moonlight in the same way to...
Wow, that sounds lovely.
Quite. But
Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright, and the moonlight will naturally flow towards the words.
That sounds most fitting indeed.
I'll try to write them in places that won't disturb your sleep.
I, for one, would sleep all the better for having read one.
Exactly! So don't worry about disturbing anyone's sleep. Just promise you'll write to let us know you're okay, alright?
All right.
In that case,
I'm ready. Very well. In just a few moments, I will be gone. I still don't know. Will I really? In just a few moments, I will be gone. I still don't know what to expect on... In just a few moments, I will be gone. I still don't know what to expect on the moon. Will I really be able to send messages to my friends? The Kuhenki, the animals of Not Cry. I'll never get to see them again. I wonder where I'll be when the next... This is where the people of Hyperborea used...
Eternal moon? Frost moon?
The gate to the moons.
moon marrow preparations are complete. Only the final step remains.
I'm sure Nasha Town is livelier than ever at this moment.
Yeah. It's a shame you couldn't be there for it.
It's fine. I'm more than happy with this. My last piece of luggage. My only. I can already feel the moon calling to me.
Your home lies on the far side of this light, Columbina.
From now on, we will at last have a reason to pray.
Columbina,
Yes?
be sure to come back and see us when you get the chance.
Of course.
But if that chance doesn't come, then remember that you have friends.
Yes, I will. Thank you for everything you've done for me. And remember, come night or... Well then. Farewell, my friend. Thank you. This was my happiest night in Tevat.
Farewell, Columbina.
moon really is closer than ever tonight.
Columbina.
All 3 moons in one place. Time for one final experiment. Reason, life, death, time, and space. They all believed I would fail.
How could this happen?
But Tevat's primordial power never did belong to the throne of heaven. And now, they are mine.
Is free to wield the 3 moons' power. It's the only way. I guess I won't be going home today.
Columbina! No!
World, do not try to control me!
Columbina.
Are you all right? Do your wounds still hurt?
I had someone prepare a little medicine that could prove effective. Take it if you need to.
In that case, let me relate the contents of the call we made to Alice after...
That Dottore is a crafty one. He distracted the Hexenzirkel by... I'd assumed that the cause was an abyssal intrusion from the outside world, which in fairness is a rather... But after learning that you managed to influence the phantoms in Nordcry, I realized that perhaps this...
But we weren't able to change their fates.
True, you couldn't change how their stories ended, but you did build some variables.
Variables?
Yes. Things you heard that you could not otherwise have learned. Ideas that would otherwise have never... Of course, most variables usually pale into insignificance with the myriad of possibilities floating around. But that's what Dottore did. And it's how he created the necessary conditions so that when you activated the portal...
However, we have no way of knowing exactly what he did.
Yeah, we also need to ascertain Columbina's stat.
And that about sums it up.
As I suspected, Dottore has disappeared completely. If it's any consolation, he wasn't able to control Columbine.
Oh no! What? She did what? All we saw was Dottore appeared and used some kind of power. The next...
So, Columbina intentionally opened the moon gate and escaped.
Sounds like bad news.
Seen in that way, the trilunar syzygy and Revere's emergence, Dottore might have been pulling the strings in both cases. According to Miss Alice, he is attempting to transcend his destiny.
An utter lunatic.
Wait a sec. Where's Hat Guy? Seems like he'd want to be here.
He took off with the Dodo communication device after we spoke to Alice. He said he had a hunch that he wanted to investigate by himself. The look on his face was terrible.
I'm back.
Hat Guy!
I went to look for the Hyperborean phantoms again. I got them to talk to Nicole on the other end of the communications line. Turns out, the history they describe is different from how Nicole remembers it.
Really? But how?
Because the phantoms are the ones who are deceived. They speak of a savior who appeared in their history. This savior promised to create a new moon within the false sky, and even bring... Foolishly, they believed in him. It's obvious that this was...
Now you mention it, the first time we entered the Hyperborean ruins, we heard the phantoms discussing their history, and I remember...
But Dottore shouldn't have been able to get in there in the first...
He didn't. Nicole said that this was an anomalous state triggered by disruptions. The variables that Dottore put in place were substantial enough that they even affected phantoms that he never...
So it's not that their memories were unclear.
That's exactly the possibility Dottore was trying to manufacture. He turned these variables into knowledge, and then he harnessed that knowledge on Moon Prayer Night to truly create a...
How is that even possible?
To be precise, he exploited a weakness in the way the spell works. The spell senses Kuvaki to detect the moon's location. So, as long as the false moon more strongly resembled, the gate would teleport Columbina to the false moon's location. And once he had her under control, the teleportation spell remained active, and he manipulated her power.
At that moment, the moon marrows disappeared right before our eyes.
By then, Dottore had already amassed the power.
So, where does that leave?
I'd certainly like to know what Her Majesty thinks, now that the concerns I expressed to her have come to pass. But we cannot simply sit and wait for her to decide the matter. And in any case, it is not the Fatui Harbinger Damselette who sees us as her friends, but rather Columbina Hyposelenia. If, even in such extreme circumstances, Her Majesty will not lift the prohibition on Harbingers drawing steel against one another, then I will do as my heart demands. I will fight as Peruware instead. Time is short, so I'll make the first.
Whew. Even Arlecchino seems to be losing her...
All right. Lose those dejected looks for a moment and let me get a word in. It looks bad. So Dottore's pulled some real dirty tricks to gain the upper hand. And yeah, it's to the point where even the mages say that his variables have... Many have told me that Tevat's destiny is fixed. And that does appear to be the case. And since he was able to stack these variables up, you of all people should not be discouraged, traveler from afar. This isn't over yet. And you're not alone in that. Everyone here does, but none of us are the type to sit back and wait. That's exactly how a knight should roll. If they knock you down, you get back up and get back in it.
Vark is right. This is far. Dottore's already way overdue a buck.
That's what How's everyone else?
I'll use Kuvaki to investigate Columbina's whereabouts.
Leave the intel gathering to me. Whatever happens within Nodcry's
Anno and I will do all we can to support you. We will attempt to reverse engineer...
Alice and Nicole are busy dealing with an emergency at Tevat's borders, so they can't return just yet. But they're both very angry about this. They've asked Albedo and me to act on the Hexen's...
Are you ready then? We're going to have to conduct a lot of research.
I'll do my best.
As for me, I'm pretty familiar with Dottore's way of doing things. so I can try to predict his next move.
Nice! Looks like we have our basic division of labor. I'll get in touch with Flint's and Itlua, get them to have a chat with their Starshiner. It couldn't hurt to bring the Lightkeepers on board as well. At the same time, I'll pass on instructions to the Knights present in Nodcry to assist the Lightkeepers and other organizations in ensuring the safety—
Yeah! We'll
That's it then. Good luck, everyone.
I never thought that Columbina would become my real name. It went from being a Fatui code name. And remember, come night or day, the moonlight—
see.